I live in the great country of the US of A, as many of you know. And if you do too, you know there's going to be a new law coming into the car market soon, that being in the form of tariffs. If you don't know what a tariff means, Google describes it as a tax or duty to be paid on a particular class of imports or exports. Now, if you're dumb, let me dumb this down for you. The government wants to put a price tag on cars being brought over to the US. Now, this is nothing new. The US has made laws for importing cars in the past, like the 25-year law, but this is where it differs from a little bit. The 25-year law applied to cars being made for outside of the USDM market. No, this tariff applies for cars made in other countries for the USDM market. So it's to promote car manufacturers to make more factories in America, to produce more cars in America, so they can help the car economy out. This is all in air quotes because I feel like this is going to fuck up the economy even more, because the All-American Ford company, they kind of make car parts in Mexico, Canada, Germany, Romania, India, and even China. This is not just a Ford thing. This is a car manufacturer thing because guess what? The car economy kind of spans the whole world, you see. A lot of car companies make parts outside of the country they're from. Like, for an example, Toyota. Toyota, for the longest time, made most of their pickup trucks in America. Alright, the law states that all cars brought to the U.S. must be taxed 25%. So for every $1,000 you would pay for a new car, you're going to pay $250 in taxes. So let's look at the cheapest brand new sports car you can get, that being the MX-5 Miata. And it says you could probably get one for $29,000, which isn't cheap by any fucking means. But with this new law coming in soon, you're going to have to pay $7,332 in tax. That will bring it up to $36,000 for a brand new sports car. When's the best time to buy? I would say probably around right now, even though I wouldn't be surprised if some dealership already have a tariff markup on it. You might be thinking to yourself, that's no problem, I'll buy used. Well, that's where you're wrong. If you're around, let's say, 16 to 20, you would remember looking at car prices during the pandemic in class with your buddies, and you'd be like, holy shit, these cars are so fucking expensive. Yeah, no, that's basically what's gonna happen again. Remember when the price of an NA Mazda Miata was over 10K? Like, that shit was outrageous, and we're just gonna have that again because everyone's gonna be flooding into the used markets. This is gonna fuck up the regular car prices and also the car prices on fucking Facebook Marketplace. We're gonna see Sylvia's reach $1 million. A milli. Like fucking Lil Wayne said. I'm back to the fucking script. Back to the script. Everyone's gonna be flooding into the used car market, and I got the chance to interview some people, and I'm gonna show you what they had to say. The local millionaire had this to say about it.
Now, I'm not a political man, nor am I good at math, but I do like cars. All I really know is that we're probably gonna have to pay more for some shit. I think German cars are getting hit with another 18%, along with almost 8% sales tax in some places. Even Ed Bullion's trying to find cars for people before tariffs. I was just about to order a GT3 RS2. I guess I'll just stick to my Mustang now.
Sad to see him driving around in an old ass Mustang. Who in their right mind would be driving around in a new edge Mustang in 2025, a nearly 26-year-old car? Anyways, maybe people who are below the drinking age really shouldn't have a say in what, economy we are having right now. So I got to interview a good friend from Hop Tech Cars. I DM'd him on Instagram, and let's see what he had to say. This is his words, not mine. In general, I think the tariffs will be a disaster for the USA and most of the world. The world's economy is way too interconnected and complicated for tariffs to have any meaningful outcome. It would work when economies were large monolithic entities in the 1850s. not in today's market where services are worth as much as real world goods. As it regards to automotive, it won't affect Europe as much. Volkswagen, Audis, and BMWs have strong backings from Germany and are happy to sell to markets like Canada or Asia without tariff. They'll miss the US market but will adapt, I think. By having tariffs, China will own the EV market since Tesla will become so much more expensive here. In summary, it's bad for everyone at a time where the world should be working together to solve issues on platforms and mutual respect. As you can tell, Hoptech Cars is a person from Europe, so he has a new look into it by bringing up the EV market, which is pretty interesting. I know he has a video about the EV market. If feel free to check it out. I want to bring up something that I don't know quite how to phrase properly, so I'm going to try my best. Let's say I want to make a JDM spec Honda Civic. I'm not going to be able to, buy the parts outright from the USA because it's a Japanese car, and with Japanese specs, it's going to be a hurdle to get around. You're clearly going to have to pay for the tariffs. Let's say you have a European E30, you're just going to have to pay the tariff to get parts from Europe. And I guess you can use US market parts, but it's not the same, you know what I mean? I should say this is nothing political. This is just a rant style thing. I should also mention, as of recording this video, the whole tariff got paused. So, I kind of put a pause to this video too, you know what I mean? That's about it. All right, see you.